Yeah, so that's us, Adventure Pulse. You are trekking with Adventure Pulse. And you are going for a very pretty trek called the Baleni Pass Trek. Uh, it's a very pretty short hike that we generally promote for a family group, and especially to introduce kids to the outdoors and the camping and the nature. We'll be going to Dharamshala, a very pretty mountain town. I believe, some of you may have already been to Dharamshala as well. It's a very pretty place, small little hill station. Mainly popular because it's a residence of the Dalai Lama as well. So there are a couple of monasteries, a very big influence of the Tibetan culture as well. So in case you are, arriving early or planning to stay back for a couple of more days, uh, you can also visit some of the places around and do a nice little sightseeing as well. So yeah, Dharamshala would be our start point.
Sorry, Umang, your voice is cracking.
All right, let me just check.
Hello,
Yeah, am I audible now?
hello. Yeah, it's slightly better. I think if it's gonna be better if you switch off your video. Bandwidth is the problem.
All right, yeah, yeah. We'll quickly take you through the presentation part, and then uh, yeah, let me also turn off the video for now. Good. All right. Yeah, so
Yeah,
Dharamshala would be our start point and end point for this particular trek. In terms of accommodation, you would be staying in Dharamshala in a hotel, and during the trek part, you'll be staying in a comfortable tent on twin sharing basis. This is how the route looks like. We start from Dharamshala, then there is a very short drive to the start point called Sulli village. It's a very pretty mountain village. We'll also cross a village called Kareri, which is very popular for the Kareri Lake trek as well, which acts as a base for all the nearby day hikes around. From Sulli, we start our trek. We go to the first campsite, which is called Chandrela Dhar. Eventually, we make our way to the Dalit camp, which would be a fixed camp for us for 2 nights. We'll be spending 2 nights over there. And from Dalit camp, we'll go to the Teh Glacier, depending on the snow condition and snow situation. We'll get to see the snow over there as well. And then from the same route, from the Dalit, we come all the way down to the Sulli, which is the start point of the trek. I'll quickly take you through the day-wise plan. So first day, which is 12th of May, you would be arriving in Dharamshala. So I'll be joining you in Dharamshala at the hotel, pretty much around, I think, 4:30 or 5, or maybe around 6. We'll arrange a briefing in the hotel. And I'll take you through the day-wise plan for the next days. Your hotel would be on twin sharing basis. So, depending on the final group size, we'll allocate the rooms accordingly as well. And yeah, we meet in Dharamshala. Next day, on 13th of May, we start our drive from Dharamshala to Salli village, which is the start point. It takes pretty much around 2.5 hours to reach the road head where the trek starts. It's a mountain road, so if you are, motion sickness, please bring any medicines that is, working for you. Uh, because the roads are a bit windy, to reach this particular point. We'll arrange a pickup pretty much around 9:30 or 10 in the morning and reach the start point by 12:30 in the afternoon. There is a very nice hydro plant power station over there. So we'll explore around, see the place, and then we continue our way through the valley and to the first campsite. We'll arrange a hot lunch on the way. We'll do a nice picnic just by a stream over there. And then we reach the first campsite, which is the Chandrela Dhar campsite. So very comfortable for 4 to 5 hours hike on this first day. So very easy and comfortable hike. On third day, 14th of May, we start around 9:30 in the morning for the next campsite, which is the Daled campsite. It's a very pretty trail. You'll be pretty much walking just next to a stream through the valley. You'll be passing through some of the rhododendron forest area as well. Because it's summertime and it's the blooming season, you'll get to see some colorful flowers all around in the valley. Again, on this day also, we'll have a hot lunch. We'll try to reach the campsite on time for the lunch and arrange the lunch over there. Afternoon time, we'll do some activities. We'll go to the stream nearby. Kids can play in the water as well. So we have a couple of activities lined up for everyone once we reach the campsite. Day 4, which is the 15th of May. This would be slightly longer day because on this particular day we are going to the glacier. It's called the Tehe Glacier. So we'll reach to the snow line. Depending on the snow conditions, kids can play in the snow as well. This particular day is slightly longer and slightly difficult because we are walking for a longer distance, as well as we are walking on boulders area. We are crossing some tricky trails on this particular day. But having said that, everything is pretty manageable. Just that it's like slightly difficult than the earlier days. And yeah, day 15th would be the last day of the trek. We wind up the campsite and then come back all the way down to the Sulli village through the same route. So it's a trek for about 5 hours and then about 2.5 hours drive back to the Ramshala. And from 17th May onwards, you are free to maybe stay back and do some sightseeing, or you can depart for your next journey. So this is how the day-wise plan pretty much looks like. I'll also give you an orientation about the campsite. This is how the camping setup looks, at the campsite. So if you can see, there is a big yellow color tent. That would be a dining tent. Then there are sleeping tents as well. It would be a big, spacious three-man tent. But we'll only be putting 2 people in a tent. There would be proper sleeping mattress. There would be, pillow as well. So we'll try our best to make the camping experience as comfortable as possible. We will be also be providing you a very warm sleeping bag as well, so that you can stay warm throughout the night. So yeah, this is how the camping setup looks. There would be a separate kitchen tent where our kitchen team would be preparing hot meals and preparing all snacks and everything. There would be a separate area for toilet facilities as well. We'll be putting 2 or 3 toilet tents depending on the final group size. One of them would be a Western style, commode style bio toilet, and others would be the typical standard Pitlu system toilet that we set up. These are some of the pictures from the trek. You can see the inside of the tent. There would be mattresses, pillows, and everything. Very pretty place. There are a couple of natural water ponds. We'll also try to organize campfire pretty much all camping days wherever possible. Uh, so yeah, you can get to see some like huge meadows. There are like very colorful valleys, rhododendron forest area as well, and it's a very vast valley with some stunning views of mountains all around. Particularly during the sunrise and sunset, it's like very colorful. So yeah, these are some of the pictures from our previous groups over there. I'll quickly take you through the layering concept. Ideally, you should have a thermal, very important things to carry, particularly to wear during the night. This is required. So maybe 1 or 2 pair of thermals should be a good idea to carry. Carry any cotton t-shirts or dry fit t-shirt, whichever you prefer for the hiking part. Ideally, you need to have a fleece jacket as well. This is something which is very similar to the kind of blankets that we generally use in our house. If you can, please do carry a down jacket. This is pretty much the outer layer which you would need once you reach the campsite. You should also have a waterproof jacket. Basically like any kind of raincoat kind of a material would be fine for this one. And smaller things like your woolen cap, your neck tube, hand gloves, and woolen socks as well. In terms of accessories, you need to carry at least 1 water bottle, if not two, ideally 1 liter in terms of size. There would be enough stops on the way where we will refill the water as well. You need to carry a hand lamp or a head torch, whichever works better for you. A small day pack, any school bag or a laptop bag size, day pack would work best for this one. Trekking poles are optional. If you feel comfortable using the trekking poles, it's a good idea. Otherwise, you can avoid carrying the trekking poles. Lunch box, if you can carry, it would be a good idea. Otherwise, we'll arrange, cutleries pretty much every day. Even if it is a packed lunch, we'll arrange those things for you. Please avoid carrying any kind of suitcases or any kind of, bags with wheels on them. Ideally, carry something like this one, a duffel bag, so that it's easy to like, load it on a mule. And any personal medication, if you have, please bring them. We'll be carrying a first aid kit from our side. But yeah, if there is any specific medication that works best for you, it's a good idea to carry them as well. Sun protection, very important. The daytime temperature would be pretty much around 15 to 17 degrees. Nighttime temperature will go down to around 5, 7 degrees as well. But yeah, it's very important to have your sunglasses, your sun cap, your sunscreen as well, and also your personal toiletries. So this was the overview of the Baleni Pass Trek and all the camping arrangement. Uh, I know I've been on a monologue in last few minutes, but now we'll do the question answer round. So feel free to answer any questions you may have, and then we'll be happy to answer. So any questions regarding like packing, regarding any logistic arrangements, anything regarding the fitness plan?
Hi everyone.
Yeah, Umang, hi.
Yeah, hi.
Udit, just a small question. We'll be coming back to the same hotel that we would be checking in at.
That's right. Yes.
Okay. And is the facility of a cloakroom available there
Yes, we can
if we want to
request the
leave back some
hotels
stuff?
to, provide a cloakroom. So any extra luggages that you are carrying with you, we recommend that you should ideally drop it at the hotel itself, and then you can get it back once you are back in the Dharamshala.
Great. Thank you.
How easy or difficult the climbing portion is? I think you mentioned on the glacier, the 4 day it's a strenuous trek, is it?
Like compared to the first couple of days.
Umang, I'll take that.
Yeah, sure.
Vikas, hi. Good morning. My name is Sauraj. I'm also from the team of Adventure Pulse. I've done this
Hey,
trek actually a few more times. Umang, hi. Sorry, I'll just take that.
Sure, sure.
Vikas, yeah, as Umang was saying, as compared to the first few days, the last day is a little challenging. But also, what happens is that we're not shifting camps on this particular day. So the idea is that the last day hike or excursion, as we call it, one of course can also be optional, but it's not like very hard. If somebody is able to do the first 3 days, they will be able to do the fourth day as well. And the snow line on the glacier ends up becoming a little bit of an incentive for the children, especially to reach, because of course they love playing in snow. So to answer your question directly, no, it's not very hard. There are one or two rocky sections, where you're kind of going over certain rocks for about 20-30 minutes. Then there's a small section of river crossing, because this trail is actually not frequented by any other groups, and you'll probably be the only group in this. Certain sections are, I would say, a little tricky, but safe. In on the same note, they're safe as well, and there'll be a lot of staff around also, but it's easily doable. Like, they won't really have a challenge at all. Even the children won't have a challenge, so they will be able to reach the snow line.
got it, got it. So I was asking from basically two things that I wanted to understand. One was like climb. Is it like a lot of steep climb or is it a lot of climb on the same day? That was one. And second is, are there sections where there's like, deep gorge on one side? Because so, like if somebody has a fear of heights, for example, so are there sections like that?
So because the climb honestly is not very much. So the way the last day is that from the campsite when we start walking, There is a 45-minute gradual climb to start with
Okay.
the day. Then we reach kind of a flat tabletop kind of a mountain where you get gorgeous views. Then we go around that mountain. On that section, I would say yes, there is a 5 to 7 minute walk section where there is a little bit of a drop on one side. But again, it's not that it's like 1,000 feet drop and it's very dangerous. There's enough land on either sides, but you can see the drop on one side. On that note,
Got it.
of course there'll be staff and the kids will be holding hands and stuff. Then we descend down to the river. Then there's a
Mm-hmm.
section of river crossing, and then once we cross the river, we walk for about another 30 minutes and we hit the snow line. So actually it's not really very far. If everybody's walking well, I would say within like 3 hours maximum, 2.5 to 3 hours is when we can reach the tip of the snow or the glacier actually.
Understood. Sounds good. So for the the scary sections, would you be carrying some rope or something just in case? Like holding hands is one thing. Apart from
Right.
that, do you have some ropes or something also that people will be carrying, or it's not required at all?
No, so we do carry ropes. We actually honestly
Mm.
carry ropes more from a perspective of river crossing sometimes, even though the river
Got it.
crossing is done over rocks and it's done on the
Mm.
most relatively most safer sections. And of course, our staff is
Mm.
there on in the middle and on either sides. The rope will
Right.
always be there with them.
Mm.
Honestly, this particular section where we're traversing and going around, it's very,
Mm.
very
Mm.
small and it's not really required. Like, there are no fixed anchors on either side as well, and it's a very, very
Mm.
small. When you do it, you will figure out as well. And of course, if there is a requirement, then of course we will put
Yeah.
the ropes as well because the staff that way is qualified. But
Mm.
99% we won't really need it, but they will be carrying it anyways.
Got it. Sounds good. Thanks. Thanks so much.
Thank you, no problems. Sorry, Umang, sorry to jump on that. Please continue, everybody. If you
Yeah,
have
no
any more
worries.
questions, please go ahead and ask.
So, like, just to give you an overview of the trail, it's pretty much mix of everything you would be crossing.
One more from me, basically. So the backpacks. Got it. Got it. No, that explained. So Suraj was able to explain that well. I wanted to understand about the backpack situation. So, how heavy are we supposed to make it, or like, are there going to be like porters, or how is it? Because for us, it's like a family of three, four, 5 or 6 days. We have to carry woolens and all, right? So, I'm assuming we'll have at least two big backpacks between the three of us.
Right. Yeah. So with regarding to the backpacks, you would need two things. One would be your day pack, which would be like a small school bag or a laptop bag size day pack. That is something you would be carrying with you throughout the day, like when we are trekking, right? So it would pretty much have your all your essentials, like your water bottle, one
Right.
extra jacket, rain jacket just in case, your gloves, your sun cap, sunscreen, some trail snacks. So that is something which would go with you on your day pack. Remaining all the luggage like your extra clothes for the camping days, all this would be loaded on mules, right? So generally we allow the weight capacity of around 5 kg per person. So how you can do is maybe you can combine the collective luggage and put it in one big bag together. So if you can like divide it accordingly and basically try to minimize the number of bigger bags, that would help the mules guys as well, and logistically also it would be like very easy to manage for us as well. So yeah, about 5 to 6 kg would be your main luggage weight capacity, and day pack would be
Understood.
up to you,
Understood.
like how much you want to carry in your day pack.
Got it.
Cool. Any other questions, guys, about what to pack, what not to pack? Any questions are fine. Like, don't feel shy away about
Hi
asking
Umang, this
anything.
is
Yeah.
Deepthi here.
Hi, Dipti. Yes, Dipti, can you hear us?
Uh, yeah, hi. We previously booked on the Silent Meadows for the Kashmir, and now we have changed that to this Baleni Pass. So
Right.
in Silent Meadows, it was mentioned that we'll be able to, a 10 kg per person is allowed. So is it different on this trek? Is it only 5 kg allowed here?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
because
okay.
Yeah, because among 5 kg is actually very, very less because
Yeah.
two pairs
Uh,
of wooden itself, at least 7, I think, should be.
yeah. So around like 5 to 7 kg should be fine.
So
But
we'll not
because
overpack for sure, but 5
yeah,
is very
right.
less.
Yeah. So I think 5 to 7 kg should be
Nisha,
fine.
I'll just take that question. I think Umang's
Yeah.
network is dropping a bit.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
yes, it's not an issue. The thing is that one of the reasons,
Hmm. Yeah,
Umang, I think
we'll
your
be.
network is dropping.
Hmm. Yeah, so a little bit of, 5 to 7 we'll manage. 5 is really like we'll have to like really um tighten every t-shirt literally. So
Yeah,
um
yeah, Nisha, that's not an issue. One of the reasons why we also have this limit is because what happens is, especially with people checking for the first time, because you're so
yeah,
nervous, you to
yeah,
overpack a lot.
correct.
And what happens is then, it's just unfortunate because the mules end up getting
Yeah,
overloaded
yeah,
with the
yeah,
entire
yeah.
things.
Correct,
So
correct.
don't worry about that. Anywhere
Yeah,
between 5 to 7 kg should be absolutely fine. And
sure.
whenever you start packing for,
Mhm.
the trek, I'm sure you will start putting things together in the next few days. You can
Yeah,
just keep a tab on, the list of things that we have shared. And if
yes.
you feel that, okay, there's something that you want to carry and you're not
Mm,
sure whether or not
mm,
you should get it and it's
mm,
not in the list that we mentioned, you can
mm.
always message us and ask us if it's really needed.
Sure.
Especially, my recommendation would be don't overpack food because there'll be plenty of food at the
Mm,
campsite. Usually, that is something that weighs the most and most bags. So what you can do is in terms of food, you can, maximum you just need some energy bars or
good.
chocolates on the trail.
Yeah,
But other than that, the food is pretty sorted. So
yeah,
just, go very easy on the food aspect of it.
done. Okay. Done.
Sorry, guys, some connection issues at my end. Am I audible, Lavina? Lavina, can you hear me?
Do that. It's just that, of course, you'll have to be mindful of the fact that it's going to be really cold water. So if you plan to put your kids inside the water, then just be a little careful. That's it.
Got it.
Not that cold, madam. Don't worry.
Maybe one last question from my side.
Yeah.
When we cross the streams and we're going to be wearing shoes, do they get
Yeah.
wet? Do we need to carry extra shoes?
Um, Honestly, ma'am, they do get wet, not from the perspective of the fact that, whether they are waterproof or not. Usually what happens is because your ankle is going to be inside the water, the water will seep inside in the interior part of your shoes as well. From the extra shoes perspective, you definitely need an extra pair of sandals or something for the campsite after the trek. But
Hmm.
trekking shoes, you don't really need an extra because the sun in the mountains is strong enough and they dry also very quickly. So if you feel that okay, my shoes have gotten wet in a few minutes or probably in half an hour or so when the sun is out, it'll actually dry off. What we do
Okay.
recommend is definitely carry extra socks
Yeah.
because you should not be wearing wet socks throughout the trek. So
Hmm.
pairs of socks is something that you should definitely keep.
Cool. Thank you. That answers my question. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Excellent, excellent question, guys. Anyone else? Anything else?
No, I think nobody has questions. So
All right,
Kavya
guys.
feels like asking a question.
Yeah, yes, Kavya.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Ka- nothing. Kavya wants to say hello.
Hi, Kavya.
All right, guys. So I think
That's it.
yeah, maybe then we can
Yeah.
conclude the call.
Nothing from my side. Thank you so
In
much.
case you have like any more questions, feel free
Thank you for the
to
questions, people.
yeah, feel free to reach out to us via WhatsApp or over a call as well. Any questions, any doubts, and we'll be happy to help. And I hope like this call was helpful. And looking forward to seeing you all in the mountains soon.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. See you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank
See you
you.
on 12. Yeah, bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you so much. Looking
Thank
forward
you.
for a great
Bye.
trek.
Thank you. Bye.
Likewise,
Thank
guys.
you.
See you.